For weeks on end, we were waiting for this January window to finally arrive because of our never-ending injury crisis. And now, I can't wait for this January to be over. Hello everyone, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV, to a scene of frustration, chronic annoyance and severe misery. It's cold, I'm ill, and this January window is turning into an absolute pigging nightmare. Joelinton out for the season. Joelinton maybe played his last game for Newcastle. Who'd have thought? Contract standoff. Now, my 2 pence worth, based on absolutely nothing, just my gut feeling, is that he'll sign a new deal. Don't worry, guys. He'll sign it. I felt it. He'll sign a new deal. It's cool. It's all in hand. I think it's just a bit of 2 and 4 whenever a big player, because he's huge for us, Joelinton. Whenever a big player is negotiating a new big contract, a bit of to and fro always takes place. I think it'll eventually get resolved. But you always do have that argument of whenever there's 18, 12 months left on a deal, it gets to the time where you have to contemplate cashing in. Joelinton's stock has never been higher. This constant bullshit surrounding FFFP. I mean, look, we could do hours upon hours of this and saying how crooked it is and how broken the system is and how bent it is towards the already established cartel clubs, whatever. I don't want to see us sell another key player. It already started selling St Maximin, but that one, you know, no one loved Maxi more than me, but you could almost understand it at the time. And that you got Barnes and Livramento. Yes, Barnes hasn't worked out, but there's time. Whenever he's sorted out his toe. I don't want to see Joelinton go. I don't want to see Kieran Trippier go. Yes, he's 33, but he's been immense. And depending on who you believe, Florian Petterberg seems to think Trippier's been offered out to clubs around Europe, including clubs in England. That makes zero logical sense whatsoever, because his sell-on value isn't high because of his age. We gain next to nothing. We gain nothing from his departure. Absolutely nothing. His leadership, his experience, his ability. Yes, he's had some poor performances of late, but gee, let's not confuse that and get it twisted. He's been absolutely immense for us in the past 2 years, and the best right back we'll see play for Newcastle in the Premier League era. Monumental. We gain nothing. The local press seem to think that it's just not going to happen. I will agree. I just can't see it happening. But again, mine is based on nothing but opinion and my gut. So I can't see that happening. Another player, Amadou Onana. Only joking. Amadou Onana, the Everton midfielder. Got you worried then, didn't I? And you all wanted a replacement for Dubravka. Oh, I'm so ill. Yeah, Amadou Onana. I like. Good player, good technical player, good, strong, defensive-minded player, and I would prefer that to Calvin Phillips. However, only because really he'll be ready to hit the ground running. But of course, there's no money to seal a permanent deal this month, is there? It would be a case of the Lewis Hall kind of mould of a deal. Would Everton agree to a loan with money then coming in on a permanent deal in the summer, which would then, a knock-on effect would snowball and hamper our spending in the summer? You could be one of them on Twitter saying, oh, we can raise £40 million by selling Dummett and Ritchie, Hayden, Hendrick, Manquillo, Kraft. I mean, they're all going to go on a free. they're not worth anything. They're all going to leave on a free. All you're going to do is save on their wages. Javi Manquillo, thanks for the memories. Off to Celta Vigo, reunited with Rafa. Great. You know, the realisation is we are going to have to sell one of our key players to fund moves for three or four other players. And this only benefits the team who we're selling our key players to. It stinks. The whole thing stinks. It does. The system is flawed. It's broken. It's not fit for purpose. We know all this. Will things change? Possibly. But this is something that Newcastle United and other teams are going to have to fight, because it's going to affect other teams. Because I guarantee you, when Man City and Chelsea get away with it without points deductions and this, that and the other, because they will, the other teams are going to have to kind of fight the power. Look, we know Newcastle can now use the media to put a PR kind of spin on things. We've had rotten luck this season. Let's keep on. Let's go all out in the FA Cup and get a win at Fulham next weekend, and see if we can sneak into Europe via the Premier League as well to save our season and go again next season, because everything that could go wrong this season has, and yet we've still had some great times and some great nights, especially, you know, in the Champions League and the League Cup, but ultimately didn't come to any real fruition. But c'est la vie. Let us know what you think. Who do you want to see incoming? Do you believe the whole we've got no money to spend? Well, we have got money to spend, but we can't spend it. Do you believe that? What do you think? Will we see any new players incoming at Newcastle United this month? Drop us a comment and a like and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV. Stay tuned. See you on the next one.